welcome back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show right here in your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.
And remember, our goal is always to guide you to personal and financial wellness.
Thank you for joining us for the final segment of the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show right here on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS and 98.1, and also go to Hometown Station, where all our podcasts are and great information, and of course donandgino.com, where we record these on YouTube so you can see our very handsome guests. And we're backed by popular demand who really helped describe and explain the values of utilizing reverse mortgage as an investment strategy, a retirement strategy. Steve Resch, he's actually our VP of Retirement Strategies for Finance America, and we've been touting our local expert in regard to reverse mortgages to help explain what the options are, how they work, the advantages of, the details of, the illustrator, all that information can be done right here at Finance America at the Sunkist building right by Magic Mountain, and we have him right here, Mr. Dennis Kotzman.
Hey, thanks for bringing me in as the closer.
Yes, there you go.
Too bad we couldn't close out our softball game last night.
No, we couldn't.
So
I think there's a story there.
I just wanted to take a few moments. I know you guys have gone over the details, kind of the nuts and bolts of reverse mortgages. And I got to say, for me, as a numbers guy myself, Steve's an investment advisor. I'm a reformed investment advisor, but I do it as a hobby. I think the numbers can be a jumble, so that's why I'm here. Don says you can meet me in the office. I'll come to your home if I have to. I'll meet you there. We'll go over the finer points of why this really works for them, why it works for their individual situation, and how it really works into their financial plan.
Yeah, well, we talked about it. It's very key because a lot of you out there are nervous about the whole terminology of a reverse mortgage and how it might take your home or your parents' home away or their equity. They give up their equity, which is not true. It's just utilizing the equity as an investment tool.
Yeah.
So having somebody like Steve Resch, who's been nice enough to go through the details, Joe Reiner is going through the specifics of a reverse mortgage and how it can be used as a strategy. And then they have somebody like you that can physically show them and walk them through the process. Because we were very clear that they have to be educated. They have to go through consulting
There's
class.
no option.
There's no option. So there's no games. This is real stuff and real options. And it's nice to have somebody locally, not somebody online. Trust me, be careful, because they're not asking all the questions that should be asked.
Yeah.
Or giving you all the options. They may not have all the options like Finance America does. We even have our proprietary product that most lenders in the reverse mortgage realm don't have, correct?
Correct.
So you got a couple of things here. Like, why don't you touch on some of these advantages of utilizing this product, especially for kids out there worried about losing their legacy, that this might be an option to help their parents with such as long-term care.
Well, you should ask. Really, this is something near and dear to my heart. And good old mom is getting a reverse right now. And she's the classic example, right? Her only asset is her home. So we're going to pay off her mortgage. She's going to do some much-needed repairs to her home. And then we're going to count on that line of credit growing so that she can tap into that later in life. Now, she's 78.
Oh, wow.
So, but she's hoping to live a good long life. We want to use that asset for her to live out that good long life.
Absolutely.
Well, especially for someone that maybe at 78 goes, wow, I'm outliving.
Yeah.
I'm living longer than I thought, outliving some of maybe their savings or what they had set aside for retirement.
Right. Well, I think that's where Steve comes in, is that, for clients that don't feel like they need a reverse mortgage because they have that other large portfolio or whatever, here's what I look at it as. It's another bucket to draw from.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay, so you've got this large bucket here. Maybe there's some drought years, and that bucket gets drawn down. But guess what? You can fill it from this bucket.
Meaning their investments may, and they do, they go up and down all the time. We've all seen it. And we've seen people very happy because right now, with stock markets above 25 at one point, they're woohoo! Then
Right.
if it, for some reason, some catastrophe happens, it drops down to like 6 or 8, all of a sudden the retirement doesn't look as rosy.
Well, and if you're in a distribution phase where you are drawing a percentage of your assets every year to live on, and then your investments are dropping, like for example in 2008 when the S&P lost 37% that year, and you're taking 4 or 5% out of your investments every year, does it make sense to take another 4 or 5% when your investments have lost so much as they did in 2008?
Oh, so you can take from this other bucket, let that regrow
Correct.
again without
Correct.
because now, I mean, if you take it out now, you're definitely going for a loss.
Exactly.
If you leave it back in, there's potential for it to gain
Right.
back.
So what you're doing with home equity is
Love that.
providing an alternative income source while your other investments are underperforming and giving them the time to recover.
That's awesome.
Well, I mean, we're in California. Think of it as rainwater, drought
Right,
years,
right.
right? So in the drought years, you're drawing from your reserve bucket.
Correct.
And then when the rains come and you can refill your portfolio, well, then you can actually refill that reserve bucket as well.
And it's not only, you know, when your investments are underperforming. I like, as you mentioned, I've referred my clients to reverse mortgages for almost 15 years, and most of my clients have anywhere from $1 to $3 million invested with me. And we've incorporated home equity as a risk management strategy to, as I just mentioned, provide an alternative income source if their investments are underperforming, to help manage any long-term care risks, as we talked about. And then there's other simple things, like I had a client who just called me that his roof, after 10 years, had to be replaced, a $40,000 repair job, and he said, where should I take this money from? And if you're on a distribution phase where you're taking X number % per year out of your investments, to take another hit like that is not good for the long-term stability of the portfolio. So a suggestion is take it from the home equity at that point.
I love it. You guys have brought such great enlightenment on a wonderful product that's going to really help our aging community, without a doubt. And Steve Resch, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Our
Glad to be here.
VP of Retirement Strategies here with Finance America. We had Joe Reiner, Director of Reverse Mortgages, on our show here. And our local expert, Mr. Dennis Kotzman. How do they get a hold of you, buddy?
Well, quickly, phone number, cell phone's the best, 661-755-0954. Don't be intimidated by the process. I think I'm a very caring and loving person, and then
I can attest to that.
present this to you in a way that is going to make sense to you and sense for your family.
And you should look at your options for you, your parents, your grandparents. This is an amazing thing. And I'm very excited that we're going to help a lot of families. I've already told the story about saving my neighbor's house.
Sure.
I'm very happy about that. They're very happy about it.
Right.
So you should look into your strategies. Again, always can find out more at donandgino.com. We'll have the videos up here and ready for you to watch. And also you can always reach out to us at donandgino at gmail.com. Reach out to Dennis Kotzman at dkotzman, DKOTZMAN at financeofamerica.com. Thank you, Steve, for being part of our
Thank
show
you for
today,
having
and
us.
thank you for
Yes.
being a great advocate for our clients.
Great.
We love you being part of the show. Dennis, we're excited about you helping all these clients out.
I'm back, baby.
Good stuff. All right. Thank you for being part of our Saturday. We love you being part of our Saturday, every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Again, you can always find out more at donandgino.com, DONANDGINO.com, and have a wonderful weekend.